Kerry, there's another idiot.
Yeah, we've had another tax case come up.
I shouldn't call him an idiot, but I think he's an idiot for trying.
He was. He thought he's been clever. Basically, we've got a businessman in Auckland, had a couple of companies, didn't do his GST, income tax and withholding tax, been jailed for 19 months for $400,000 that IRD have missed out on. There's a couple of warnings out of this. First is that IRD obviously coming after people more and more, because we've seen this happen more often, but also the sentences that have been imposed are actually getting higher and higher. So we're sort of getting extra months added for lower debts compared to what we had in the past.
Yeah, 19 months is a fairly good stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. This person had 78 offences. So he had a lot of returns that he didn't actually account for properly. And when he did, he didn't actually provide the right information in the first place. So he tried all sorts of things to basically get himself out of trouble.
Kerry, how often do you and I say you cannot beat the system?
No, you can't. And the solicitor for the IRD came out and said, look, the director involved knew that he was responsible for them, didn't do anything, and he should have gone and talked to his tax advisors and IRD. He said if he had have talked to them, this wouldn't have happened. They would have worked with him and got him out of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I had a situation very recently, and I won't dwell on it for too long, but IRD rang me about a company that I'm involved with, and they bent over backwards, and I explained to them that it wasn't really our fault because we couldn't get the facts and figures, and they, I've written an article about it. I just burst into print because they are so good.
Oh, they are. They're fantastic. We find they're very refreshing to deal with. If you go to them and say, look, I've got a problem, I can't meet the return, or I can't pay it, or I'm struggling to do everything, they'll actually, in some cases, send someone out to sit down and do it with you and actually work through your full financial situation.
This lady, and I would love to meet her. She talked me through their website, and
they're
I loved her.
But if you do nothing, then look out, because they do get aggressive and they
have to.
Yeah.
GST returns a bit quicker now?
Yeah, so from February, IRD are now required to give all GST refunds by direct credit to bank accounts. In the past, they used to send out cheques, and it would take sort of 10 days for that to come out, and then up to 10 to 14 days for the cheque to be presented. So almost a month after they've issued it, the money was actually leaving their account. So there was an order put through by the government that says, right, from now on, you must direct credit to the taxpayer's bank account. If you get a letter from IRD saying, look, we want your bank account, that's what it's for. It's for GST refunds.
Yeah, well, you've got to anyway. If you open a bank account, you've got to let
the bank know your IRD number, but you don't have the IRD know about your bank account. Some people have rung up and said, oh, I'm not sure I should give them a bank account. Does that mean they can see everything that goes through and they'll know what I'm spending my money on? It's not that. It is just purely to make it faster for you to get your money back when you've got a refund.
Which is rather refreshing. But how many people actually travel to a bank nowadays?
Well, exactly, yes. Not many. So this is a big improvement. It's one of the changes that everyone commented on in the last 12 months that the government put out there that they're all favourable for. There is two situations where they will give refund cheques. The first is in a case of hardship. It doesn't make sense to me why that is, whereas if it was hardship, straight to your bank account would be more sensible. Or where they haven't got a bank account and the taxpayer is refusing to pay. Now, if you are refusing to give that bank account number over, you can expect some delays in getting a refund because you're not going to be top of the queue, basically.
But Kerry, surely, how are you going to bank that cheque if you haven't got a bank account?
Yeah, I know. We've got one person who's refusing to give it. And I've explained the situation, said, look, it's just to get your money back. Every month you're getting refunds. Oh, yeah, but I want my money. We'll give you a bank account and you get it faster. Oh, no, I'll just wait for the cheque. So he'll be waiting up to a month every so often. And then you'll get 2 or 3 of them and bang in one go. So, it's counteractive to what everyone's trying to do.
No wonder you're sort of going with it. The other thing is planning, of course.
Yeah, so our dairy farmers, obviously the outlook's looking pretty positive, and the Reserve Bank is saying the same thing, and cash is going to be hopefully a surplus this year for them. So we've got some of our top dairy farms that have come to us this year, at the start of the year, and said, we want to get into some big planning. So looking at what they have to do now, and also where they want to get to in the future, not just financially, but sort of family-wise, structure-wise, everything. So they're getting into things like SWOT analysis, which is your strength, weakness, opportunity, threats that a normal town business would do. They're applying it to their dairy farm. So they're taking some of the sort of town sort of ideas and applying it to the dairy farm, which is sort of a big change.
And farm succession, of course, is a huge one as well.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it, and that's one of the first things that we sort of start to work towards, because 9 times out of 10, the dollars involved are going to make it hard to achieve what they want. But by starting the planning now, it gives them a lot of time to get to where they want to be.
And how often would you visit that? Because prices change and...
Yeah, well, so the top three that we're working with, they have implemented monthly financial reporting. So we'll do reports for them. Then we'll go and have a full board meeting with them, and at that board meeting we'll go through where they're at, what they want to do, and keep going ahead with them. Some of the others have got the financial planning, but they don't necessarily want to go that sort of far down the track.
So it really is becoming very much a business. It's not just a...
It's more than just sort of a lifestyle and have a farm sort of thing. It's a lot of business planning that goes behind the scenes now, and bringing a lot of consultants as well. So like we might be working on an option on looking at some costings, and that might bring in a sort of genetic type person or something like that to try and improve the herd to help counteract some costs that might be coming up. And so it gets very, very detailed. But if you want to achieve, this is what you got to do.
And obviously you're looking at cow numbers and you're just mixing in the whole...
Yeah, it's a big sort of thing that we work with, and and other consultants as well. That's the key, not just the accountant. Some people think, the accountant should know all. We can do the financial side, but sometimes the other things have got to come in that lead to bigger results.
Kerry, thank you very much indeed.